What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We have two more Elite 105 action figure reviews for you today, and this time it is the debut figures of both Carmella Hayes and Steiner. So let's get right on into it. Alright, so let's do the one that I'm more anticipated about first. Carmella Hayes. I took this right out of the package and put it right on the review stand, so I haven't even messed with it yet. He comes with the sunglasses straight out of the package. Let's go ahead and take those off, and that head scan is pretty dang good, especially with the hair in the back. The hair is a little too long in the back, but it does look good. And he comes with this really nice quality coat. It's like a fur coat. Works really good. Let's go ahead and take this off of that. He comes with, of course, two fisted hands and two weapon holding or mic holding hands. And right off the rip, I don't like this torso choice, I'm going to be honest. Also, I don't think my left arm closes all the way. But that's probably just on my... well, okay. I don't blame them for that. It's a problem you run into with mass-produced items. It can happen to anybody. Okay, out of the package, I don't like the torso choice for this. I don't know what I would have done different. It's just not my go-to choice. I've seen people taking Ricochet's torso and putting it on there, and that's probably would have worked better. It's just, Carmella's in shape a lot more than this. Head scan looks great though. We already talked about that. You have his tattoos on the left shoulder and bicep. Look very good. No inner tattoos there. Left forearm tattoo looks very good, and the tattoo up on the left shoulder. And then, of course, his back right shoulder tattoo. Other than that, the parts choice, besides torso, is pretty good. I think this is on ratchet joints, am I right? No, this is on ball joints. So that part might be a new mold, because I was assuming it was the old Chad Gable mold. But if that's on ball... was that on ball joints? It was... Tyson Kidd and Chad Gable. One was on ball joints, I think, and the other one wasn't. Either way, this figure's on ball joints, so that's very good. I love the purple gear with the black and gold. If you just watched a recent video, another purple and black gear. Looks very good. Really pops. I have the chase of this as well. I just have not opened it up yet, but I do love the red gear with some nods to Shawn Michaels in the gear. As far as posability, works very well. Really great range of motion. It's just my initial issue with the left shoulder. But yeah, this torso, something about it's just not right. Obviously, he doesn't come with it, so you gotta take an NXT title from one of your other figures and put it there. And now we just need a Trick Williams. And yeah, that torso is just not it at all. But let's get into the big bad booty daddy, Steiner. He comes with his signature chainmail headpiece. Doesn't look the best, but really what can you do unless you just make it out of actual chain? And I don't think that was in the budget for this wave, especially when you have two first time in the lines in the same wave. And then he comes with the sunglasses. The sunglasses actually fit very well on the head compared to like majority of sunglasses we normally get. They fit very, very well. The Carmella Hayes one fitted well too, but this one, these are doing something for sure. I wish, this is more of a nitpick, I don't know why, but I wish he was a little more tan than he is. But that's just a personal preference. I do want to go through and add some of his tattoos here because I'm more familiar with Steiner from his time in TNA, which is oh so bad to say. But I'm taking a look under my desk here because I had somebody tell me that these arms, these biceps are not new. They are reused pieces from Ezekiel Elliott. No, Ezekiel Jackson. Ezekiel Elliott's the football player. But these are reused biceps from Ezekiel Jackson. And guess what? They are, in fact, not. You see, Big Papa Pump's always had the accentuated biceps, and these are not the same arms as Ezekiel. So, Travis, for telling me that, there's your answer, buddy. They're not the same arms. But As far as the figure itself, the parts choices are phenomenal, especially when you take into the fact that he has new arms. Let me get these sunglasses off him so we can look at that head scan in a second. Looks very well. The torso feels a little short, but that could just be me. I have a problem with both of these figures' torsos, and I can't pinpoint what I would have done differently. Maybe have the Warlord torso? Maybe? I don't know. But the part choices other than that are good, except this is on ball joints, but the joints just don't move quite as... Like, and I know Scott Steiner doesn't need the range of motion that a Rey Mysterio or a Pentagon figure need, but I would like for it to move a little more fluid. You kind of have to work with it, and it could be just because it's a brand new figure, but you kind of have to work with it. As far as his red tights, you have the plain circle there, which I think something had to have been omitted. I don't remember him having a plain circle. Then some kind of logo there. You got Freakzilla on the back. And I'm not going to read it on camera, but if you get this figure or find it in the wild, read the bio on the back of the box. It is absurd, honestly. It is quite something. I couldn't believe it as I was actually reading it, but you need to read the back of the box for the Scott Steiner figure. And then, of course, the same designs on the left side. Let's take a look at this head scan. This head scan, how about that? That's top notch, isn't it? That looks exactly like him. And this can work for all different parts of Scott Steiner's career. Except for, obviously, his old tag team run when they first got in WWF. But I am pleased with it. I will say that. I do like the look of it a lot. And I think it's spot on. I think both the Scott Steiner and the Rick Steiner figures have been really done well. And even though they don't match each other's, like, I guess, time, it still works for what it does. Like, this can easily be turned into a TNA Scott Steiner, if that's what you are more inclined for. And like I said, that is exactly what I want, a TNA Scott Steiner. I'm trying to see if I have an NWO shirt on my desk here, and I don't think I do, which is wild because I normally have an NWO tank top on my review desk, but I cannot find one, or I would show you guys what it actually looks like. But that'd be great for the Scott Steiner. It would work for a WCW version. But I love the fact, and I didn't even think about this, is both of these guys have sunglasses, and both of these guys are a first time in the line. And anytime you get a first time in the line and they're both elites, I think you're doing something right there. This, despite my Carmelo arm being a little janky, and that's going to bother me. I'm going to have to work on that or something. And I might just have to change this torso like other people are doing. I don't know what I'm going to do, because the more I look at it, the more I hate it. But other than torso choices, these figures are perfect. I love the faces, the tattoos, the lack of tattoos for him, but that's not their fault. That was after he left WWE. Oh, also, Scott Steiner has 2 fisted hands and 2 mic holding hands. I just completely forgot to mention. But that is probably all of Elite 105 that I'm actually going to review. And honestly, I think it's a pretty solid set. I really do. I don't even remember who else is in the wave. It was Io Sky, and wow, cannot remember at all. Drawing a complete blank. But I'm pleased with these 3 figures, so if I have to get half the wave, that's it. I'm fine with it. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about these figures down in the comments below. And last but not least, take it easy.